Good morning, everybody. I thought I'd start right at the very beginning. You know that song, Let's Start right from the beginning. And the beginning I'm going to talk about is my journey with the White Eagle Lodge. I'd say around about 1995, I was with Assemblies of God. I was practicing Christian. But a lot of it didn't really resonate with me because I was doing yoga and meditation as well. Meditation's always been part of my life. I started that off as a young person. I've always been very spiritually inclined. Anyway, I mentioned this to my mom after having a dream about a kidney. And the white of the kidney was being parted from the actual red of the kidney. And I don't dream a lot, so this was very unusual for me. So I went to my mom, who was a spiritualist, and I asked her what it could mean. And she said to me, maybe you're going to break away from something. And then she got inspired to read from the White Eagle's book, Prayer, Mindfulness and Inner Change. It's the only book that she had. It's a small little book. I've got it covered, but it's a wonderful book full of little teachings and affirmations. And anyway, she got me to read a passage. Unfortunately, that passage has gone and my mom has passed away with it as well. But that's what triggered me onto my work with the White Eagle Lodge. Then I thought to myself, how can I get these books? I'm way down in South Africa. It's not a familiar walk with many of the people here. It's more, most people here in South Africa are Christians or it's an alternative movement. So then my son wanted me to take him to Durban Varsity to do some climbing. They used to go and climb that special thing that they used to climb to, like they're climbing a mountain, especially done at the university. So I dropped him off there, and something said to me, go to the spiritualist church. There you might find some books. Anyway, I went along. Unfortunately for me, it was open. And one of the ladies there said to me, I recommend you go straight away to a bookshop in Moore Road, which I did. And there I found the Spiritual Unfoldments 1, 2, 3, and 4, and a few others. I actually bought all the White Eagle books. But my journey really began with the Spiritual Unfoldments. The first one, which is that one, I don't know if you can see, and it's how to discover the invisible worlds and find the source of healing. So you can imagine I delved into it completely. And then the one I've been reading the last 2 days is the Spiritual Unfoldments 2. And that's also talking about the innocent, the ministry of angels and invisible worlds. And then Spiritual Unfoldments 3 covers the way to the inner mysteries, also by White Eagle. I've covered it, but all the covers are the same as the original. And then Spiritual Unfoldments 4 is the path to the light. So I'm going to be spending a lot of my time working from Unfoldment Spiritual 1 and then going to Spiritual 4, and then I will share some messages with you explaining exactly how, what it's meant for me and spiritual growth. I went on to become a lone healer, which after 6 months of becoming a member, you can become a lone healer. That's also always been part of my walk through life, is my love healing. my love of healing. And so later I was in the bank in those years, but I later became a therapist with oils, aromatherapy oils, and a reflexologist. So I was able to use my love of healing in that way. And then I also used the hot rocks. That's a stone massage, which I learned were volcanic rocks. And I had like a spiritual dream or a vision in meditation, and there I was in the rivers, using the hot rocks from the cooling rocks from the fire, the lava rocks, and giving healing. So it's something that's come through for me in a past life. So, and then of course, as time went by, let's go back to my beginning. After being a lone healer for 18 months, I applied to become outer brother, which I did. I became an outer brother, and then shortly afterwards I became a inner brother, 1998. So, and from that point, from the point I read these books, it must be 94, not 96, I have been totally committed to the White Eagle Lodge and the work that they do. And that's why I have this lovely urge to share this knowledge with everybody else. So from tomorrow, I will be reading a passage from White Eagle's books and explaining what it means to me. And we'll start off with the simple approach. I'll just read a short one as I close. As we commune with Spirit, we open our hearts to love. We know that love is the way to spiritual unfoldment, and therefore we pray to God, our Father, Mother, that we may become love. And in becoming more loving, we shall become wiser, and so stronger in the power of God. May His Holy Trinity of love, wisdom, and power become manifest in our hearts and our lives. Amen.